All right, friends, today we are going to learn how to add extraordinarily big numbers. And I am so glad Elena is not touching her water bottle right now. She is leaving it at the top of her desk. Now, we have learned a little bit about checks before. We've learned a little bit about checks. How much can a check be for? Raise your hand. How much can a check be for? Ben?
$25.
It could be for $5. What else?
$25.
$25. Raise your hand. What else? How much could a check be for? Rembrandt?
$50.
$50. What else? Elena?
$1,000 million.
Oh,
If you have that much.
oh, you can't say 1,000 million. You can say 1,000 or 1,000,000 1,000.
1 million, 1,000.
You could have a check for 1,000,000 1,000. What else could you have a check for, Jackson?
$150.
$150. Ooh, let's see who else is raising their hand. Emmeline.
$2,065.
$2,065. Does it ever stop? Nope. If you have that much money in your bank, then you can write a check for that much money. So let's pretend that it was Ben's birthday.
February 14th.
Is your birthday Valentine's Day? So is Kushi's. That's pretty cool. She's not here right now, but that's okay. So we're gonna pretend Ben got a check in the mail from his grandmother. And when Ben opened that birthday card, there was a check in there for... Ooh, my marker doesn't want to work. There was a check in the mail for this amount. How much money did Ben's grandma send him? Ooh, goodness, how much money did Ben's grandma send him? Who can read that number for me right there? That's a big one. That's a big one. Ben, how much money did you get?
$3,796.40.
$92.40. Yeah. Now, guess what? It wasn't just Ben's birthday. Because if his birthday is February 14th, that's also Kushi's birthday. And Kushi decided that she wanted to have a party with Ben. And they were going to pool their money together and have a birthday party. And Kushi's grandma sent her some money in the mail. And when Kushi opened up her check, it said this. Ooh, I'm going to notice who's sitting tall, who can read this number for me. Ooh, who can read this one for me? Ooh, what's that amount? Jackson, read that amount.
1,000.
Uh-huh.
40.
Oh, for... What column is that?
$480.65.
Woo, $1,480.65. Are they gonna have a good party? Oh, you bet. They're gonna have a really good party. But guess what? That's not all.
I want to.
That's not all. Because Jaden was like, I really like Valentine's Day. And that's February 14th. And I've got some money saved up. I want to have a party with Ben and Kushi too. So Jaden opened up his piggy bank and he got out this much money. Ooh, let's see who's sitting so tall. So tall and ready. This one's gonna be a little trickier. This one's gonna be a little trickier. Ooh, how much money did Jaden contribute? Amethyst, read that number for me.
3,004 and
Oh, 3,004 what?
$6 and 16 cents.
Yeah, why? Why do we have to have zeros right here in our hundreds and our tens column? Why do we have to have zeros there? What do those zeros do, Rembrandt?
It means they're there and they're not using it.
Yeah.
Not like a bathroom.
Yeah, parents, if you're not sure what that means, I explained it one day. Our kids were having a hard time trying to understand why we put zeros in certain columns. And it's kind of like a bathroom. Our bathrooms are always there for us to use. But sometimes nobody's in them. Does that mean those bathrooms go away, guys?
No.
No, those bathrooms are still there. Say, they're still there.
They're still there.
No one's in them.
No one's in them.
And that's why we talk about that a lot. It's always important to know why we put zeros as placeholders. All right, so here's our amount. How are we going to figure out how much money we need? How are we going to figure out how much money we've gotten so far? Amethyst, what are we going to do?
Add.
We have to add. Ooh, before we can add, we have to double check some things. We have to double check. Ooh, big kids, we know. What do we have to make sure that we have done first, Rembrandt?
Line up our decimals.
Oh, we've got to line up those decimals. Let's take a look. Let's make sure our decimals are lined up. Let's see. Ooh, are our decimals all lined up?
No.
Say, yeah. Are our columns all lined up so beautifully?
Yes.
Yes, our columns are all lined up beautifully. Say, now we can add.
Now we can add.
All right, so let's put our symbol so we remember. All right. And my little ones, if you know the answer, you can always jump in and raise your hand. Okay. Now, usually when we add, what column do we start with? What column do we start with when we add? Oh, I bet Beckett knows. Beckett, what column do we start with when we add? What's that called? Do we start with our hundreds, our tens, or our ones?
I think one.
Ones. We start with our ones column. But wait! Do we have numbers besides our ones column?
Yes.
Oh, so when we have a decimal, where do we begin to add? Where do we begin to add, Jackson?
Way back.
Say as far over as possible.
As far over as possible.
All right, so let's look at that first column. What is 0 plus 5 plus 6? What is 0 plus 5 plus 6? Amethyst?
11.
It's 11. Oh, but wait. I can't put two numbers in one column. I can't fit a teeny tiny 11 right there, so what must I do? What must I do, Rembrandt?
Put a 1
We write our 1,
and carry our 1.
and we come up here and we carry our 1. All right, so let's go to our next column. What is 1 plus 4 plus 6 plus 1? Ooh, who can tell them our trick? What do we do when we have lots of numbers in a column or a row? What must we do? What do we look for first, Rembrandt?
Look for ways to make 10.
Ways to make 10. Do we see a way to make 10? Jackson, do you see a way to make 10?
4 and 6.
4 and 6 make 10. So there's 10. So what's 10 and boop, boop, 2 more. Ben?
7 dollars.
Ooh, 10 and 2 more.
10 and 2 more.
Yep, 10 plus 2.
That's 12.
12, all right. Oh, but wait, I can't fit two numbers in a column. What must I do? What must I do? What must I do? Rembrandt, what must I do?
Our 2
Write our 2
and carry our 1.
and carry our 1. Okay, before I can go to the next column, what symbol do I need to put right there, Ben?
A dot.
A dot. Do you know what that dot's called? It's got a special name. Decimal point. Excellent. Okay, let's go to our next column. What is 1 plus 2 plus 0 plus 4?
I have the answer.
Just tell me, Rembrandt. What is 1 plus 2 plus 0 plus 4? Amethyst?
7.
7. Do I have to carry anything there?
No.
Nope. All right, let's go to the next column. What is 9 plus 8 plus 0? That's a double plus 1 problem. That's a double plus 1 problem. We can do those. Those are easy. We know doubles plus 1. Rembrandt.
17.
17. Oh, but wait. We can't put two numbers in one column. Jackson, what must we do?
So you draw your 7
Write our 7.
and carry 1 to the 7.
Carry our 1 to the 7 up here. All right, now we have 1 plus 7 plus 4 plus 0. Well, we know that 7 and 1 more is 8. So what's 8 and 4 more? What's 8 and 4 more? Amethyst, what's 8 and 4 more?
12.
12. Oh, but wait a second. We can't write two numbers in a column. Jaden, what are we going to do? Write our... Yep, write our 2. And then where does the 1 go, Jaden?
I'm carrying the 1.
We got to carry the 1. Excellent job, Jaden. Okay, now we have... Oh, that one's kind of funny. What's 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3?
They're doubles.
Thank you. What's 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3? Rembrandt? 4 and 4. Oh, that's it's 8. That's a double. We know that. Oh, and we always put our symbols. We always put our symbols. We can do this for numbers all the way up to however many numbers. We can even add numbers all the way up to $999,999.99. We can do all of the numbers. Say, we can do it.
We can do it.
Easy peasy.